There comes a moment in life when everything feels suspended, as if the world itself holds its breath. In that stillness, a presence stirs, a force beyond understanding, beyond time and circumstance, reaching toward you. It is not seen with the eyes, yet it is felt deeply in the core of your being, a quiet insistence that demands recognition. This presence calls, whispers and urges attention because there is an alignment awaiting you, a path that has always existed but remains hidden until the heart is ready to notice. It is a moment of awakening where the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary, where the unseen beckons and the soul recognizes the gravity of now. Each breath, each heartbeat, becomes a conduit for this silent message, a reminder that every action carries weight, that every hesitation may delay the fulfillment of purpose. To ignore this call is to risk passing through life without ever touching the deeper currents that shape existence. The urgency you feel is not arbitrary. It is the universe converging toward your awareness, highlighting that the time to respond is immediate, yet the pressure is gentle, measured, and profoundly intentional. It is a sacred prompt for attention, a reminder that the extraordinary is never far from the ordinary when the heart listens with clarity. The chosen ones are not marked by titles, wealth, or recognition. They are defined by a resonance within, a quiet knowing that there is more to life than appearances, that guidance exists beyond the tangible and can shape destiny if acknowledged. It is an internal vibration, a subtle alert that cannot be ignored, urging recognition of signs, encounters, and intuitions that point toward purpose. These messages are often soft at first, a fleeting sense of understanding, a sudden clarity, a spark of insight that disrupts routine. But when the urgency intensifies, when it feels as though only moments remain, hesitation becomes impossible. The mind may attempt to rationalize or question, but the heart understands. The call is real, immediate, and profoundly transformative. Listening requires courage, openness, and trust, for the path suggested may challenge comfort, require courage, or demand change. Yet it is precisely this willingness to attend, to engage, and to move forward that allows the unseen guidance to take form, to flow through the actions of the chosen, and to transform potential into reality. This is the measure of readiness, the capacity to hear the unspoken, to recognize the unseen, and to act in alignment with a force far greater than the ordinary self. Time in these moments is both compressed and infinite. When the warning arrives that only 10 seconds remain, it is not merely a countdown, it is a symbolic lens through which urgency is revealed. Each second represents opportunity, clarity, and the potential for alignment. The brevity is meant not to frighten but to awaken, to sharpen awareness and direct focus toward what is essential. In these fleeting instants, the ordinary distractions of life fall away, leaving only presence, attention, and the capacity to respond. The chosen must recognize that every thought, every breath, every movement is magnified, holding the possibility to create ripples through life that echo beyond understanding. The 10 seconds are a call to act with immediacy, to honor the prompting that has been present long before awareness fully dawned. Hesitation diminishes possibility, while engagement opens the door to transformation. This is a test not of intellect or skill, but of receptivity, trust, and readiness to move in alignment with the profound currents that reach out unseen. To embrace this moment is to claim the potential it offers, to awaken fully to the guidance that has been patiently waiting, and to step into a reality shaped not by accident, but by intention and recognition of the sacred call that is always present. There are moments in life when the ordinary world seems to pause and an unseen presence reaches toward you, insisting that you pay attention. It is not a presence that speaks with words, yet its message is unmistakable, felt in the quiet of your mind and the stillness of your heart. This call is urgent yet gentle, as if time itself has folded to allow a single opportunity for recognition. The chosen are those who sense this call immediately, those whose inner being resonates with the deeper currents of existence. These moments are not coincidences. They are carefully orchestrated prompts that seek to awaken awareness. Every breath, Every heartbeat becomes a conduit for a message that has always been there, waiting to be acknowledged. The urgency is real. When it feels as though only 10 seconds remain, it is not mere hyperbole, but a reflection of how swiftly opportunities to align with purpose can pass. This is a moment that demands clarity, courage, and attention, for in these fleeting seconds lies the potential for transformation that reverberates far beyond what can be seen or measured. To recognize it is to step into a path already prepared, to act in harmony with forces that guide life toward deeper meaning, and to trust that every instinct and intuition leading you forward is deliberate, significant, and sacred. The second key aspect is understanding the nature of the chosen ones and how they respond. Those who are called are not marked by outward status or recognition. They are marked by an inner sensitivity to the unseen. They feel subtle vibrations, flashes of insight, and moments of intuition that guide decisions, relationships, and actions. The call is persistent, often arriving as quiet nudges, sudden clarity, or signs that cannot be ignored. The chosen must cultivate the capacity to listen and to act, to move beyond doubt and hesitation, and to trust the guidance that is offered. Time itself becomes a teacher, illustrating how brief moments of attention or inaction carry consequences beyond perception. The urgency of the 10 seconds serves as a metaphor for how quickly life-altering opportunities can pass when awareness is clouded or ignored. Responding requires surrender, not of will, but of resistance to fear, distraction, or doubt. It requires courage, focus, and the willingness to step into alignment with what is already set in motion by forces far greater than the individual. This is not a call to action born of obligation, but a reminder that awareness itself is sacred, that listening and engaging fully with these moments allows life to unfold according to purpose. Those who heed the call will find that even the briefest acknowledgement opens pathways previously hidden, leading to transformation, clarity, and a connection with the profound energies guiding existence, reminding us that no moment is ever truly lost when the heart is attuned to the unseen. Life sometimes offers moments that feel suspended outside of time, when an unseen presence reaches toward you with urgency and care. This presence is not visible, yet it resonates deeply within, stirring awareness, prompting reflection, and awakening the heart. Those who are sensitive to this call feel it as a quiet insistence that something important is at hand, that a choice, a thought, or an action holds significance beyond what is immediately apparent. It is a reminder that the ordinary moments of life are threaded with extraordinary potential, and that awareness is the bridge between what is and what could be. When the sensation arises that only a fleeting moment remains, it is not to alarm, but to awaken attention and sharpen clarity. Every heartbeat, every breath, becomes a conduit for a message that has always been present, waiting for recognition. The urgency is real. It is an invitation to pause, to attune, and to respond in alignment with a force that has orchestrated circumstances in ways unseen. To ignore this call is to risk missing an opportunity uniquely tailored to the path of the individual, a moment where the unseen intersects with human experience to open doors of purpose, understanding, and transformation. The chosen ones are distinguished not by status, wealth, or recognition, but by the resonance within their spirit. They sense subtle currents, flashes of insight, and gentle nudges that guide thought, decision, and action. These signals are persistent, arriving in moments of stillness, through intuition, or as encounters that cannot be explained away. Attending to them requires courage, trust, and focus. The awareness of time's brevity, symbolized by the 10-second urgency, is a prompt to act without hesitation, to acknowledge the call, and to engage fully with what is revealed. This is not about forced action, but about receptivity, attentiveness, and readiness. The chosen ones recognize that alignment with the unseen is a responsibility that demands engagement, not avoidance. By responding with clarity and presence, they allow guidance to flow through their choices, transforming ordinary actions into acts of significance. Even the smallest acknowledgement can ripple outward, shaping outcomes, opening opportunities, and deepening understanding. Each response, each conscious moment of recognition is a step into alignment with a purpose that has been waiting patiently yet urgently for awareness to meet it. Finally, the nature of divine guidance is both intimate and expansive. It is gentle yet insistent, subtle yet profound, always seeking to awaken awareness rather than to impose it. The 10-second moment is symbolic of the urgency inherent in these opportunities, a reminder that life's most important alignments often arrive in the briefest of windows. To respond fully requires surrender, not of will, but of resistance to fear, distraction, or doubt. It demands trust in the unseen, attentiveness to subtle signs, and courage to act in accordance with inner knowing. Those who heed the call discover that each acknowledgement opens doors previously hidden, brings clarity where confusion once prevailed, and creates a bridge between the temporal and the eternal. The chosen are called to engage with life as it is truly meant to be experienced, with presence, awareness, and a readiness to act in alignment with the profound currents guiding existence. In this way, every moment of recognition becomes a threshold to transformation, a reminder that attention and action are the keys to fulfilling the purpose embedded within every life. There are moments in life when everything seems to pause, when the ordinary world recedes and an unseen presence reaches toward you, urging attention. This presence is not visible, yet it resonates deeply within, stirring awareness and awakening the heart. It calls with a quiet insistence, reminding you that choices, thoughts, and actions carry significance beyond what is immediately apparent. These moments are invitations to recognize that life is threaded with extraordinary potential, that the seemingly mundane holds doors to transformation. When it feels as though only a brief instant remains, it is not meant to alarm but to sharpen attention and clarify purpose. Every breath, every heartbeat becomes a channel through which this message flows. The urgency is real. It is an awakening to act, to notice, and to respond with consciousness. Ignoring the call risks passing through life without aligning with the deeper currents that guide existence. The unseen forces at work are patient yet insistent, waiting for the heart to recognize them, to respond with clarity, courage, and presence. Every moment of attention matters, for even a single acknowledgement can set in motion a chain of events that transforms ordinary life into something meaningful and profound. The chosen ones are distinguished not by status, recognition, or outward success, but by the resonance within their spirit. They feel subtle nudges, flashes of insight, and moments of intuition that cannot be explained by logic alone. These signals are persistent, arriving in stillness, through dreams, or in encounters that defy coincidence. The awareness that only 10 seconds remain serves as a symbolic lens, a reminder that opportunities for alignment are fleeting. Hesitation diminishes potential, while responsiveness opens doors to clarity and purpose. Acting on the call requires courage and trust, an inner surrender to guidance that is unseen yet certain. The chosen learn that engagement, not avoidance, creates the possibility for transformation. Even small acknowledgements can ripple through life, shaping outcomes and deepening understanding. Recognition is not passive. It is a conscious, intentional act that allows unseen forces to operate through thought, decision, and action. This is the measure of readiness, the willingness to trust, to perceive, and to act when the call is felt, knowing that alignment with these forces brings profound insight and direction. Time in these moments is both urgent and expansive. The idea of 10 seconds left is not a literal limit, but a symbol of life's fleeting opportunities, urging attention and responsiveness. Each second represents potential, clarity, and the chance to engage fully with what is essential. The urgency encourages presence, stripping away distraction and fear to reveal what truly matters. Responding in alignment with the call requires listening, discernment, and courage to act without delay. These moments teach that life's most significant guidance often arrives in brief, subtle windows. The chosen understand that awareness itself is sacred, that even the smallest action in response to the unseen opens pathways previously concealed. They cultivate patience, openness, and attentiveness, knowing that every choice, every moment of focus amplifies the potential for transformation. The briefness of the moment enhances its significance, illustrating how attentiveness and presence are keys to fulfilling purpose and living in alignment with the profound currents that guide existence. Divine guidance is intimate, expansive, gentle, and insistent all at once. It does not coerce, but invites. It whispers, nudges, and awakens, asking for recognition and response. Those who heed the call engage with life fully, embracing presence, clarity, and readiness. They act not out of fear, but out of understanding that alignment transforms ordinary choices into acts of significance. The 10-second moment symbolizes opportunity, urgency, and the sacredness of attention. Responding requires trust, attentiveness, and courage to act on inner knowing. Those who answer discover pathways to clarity, purpose, and transformation, recognizing that attention and action are the keys to fulfilling a life of meaning. In these moments, life is no longer ordinary, but a conscious journey shaped by engagement with the unseen, where each acknowledgement, each act becomes a doorway to awakening and alignment with the forces guiding existence. Life occasionally presents moments that feel suspended outside of ordinary time, when an unseen presence reaches toward you with quiet insistence. This presence does not speak with words, yet it resonates in the heart and stirs awareness, demanding recognition. It calls attention to choices, thoughts, and actions that carry significance beyond what the mind can immediately comprehend. These moments are not coincidences. They are invitations to awaken to the extraordinary potential threaded through daily life. When it feels as if only a brief moment remains, the urgency is symbolic, reminding us that attention and alignment are necessary now. Every heartbeat, every breath, becomes a channel through which the message flows, offering clarity, direction, and a chance to engage consciously with the forces shaping existence. Ignoring the call risks bypassing opportunities uniquely suited to personal purpose. Responding requires presence, courage, and trust in the unseen, allowing the ordinary to transform into meaningful action and every small acknowledgement to ripple outward with unforeseen impact. The call is patient yet insistent, asking for focus and engagement, reminding the soul that alignment with deeper currents is always within reach but must be recognized and acted upon in time. The chosen ones are marked not by status or recognition, but by an internal resonance that perceives subtle guidance. They sense flashes of insight, moments of intuition, and gentle nudges that arrive in dreams, encounters, or quiet reflection. These signals are persistent, demanding attention when the spirit is ready to hear. The notion of 10 seconds left is not literal, but symbolic of how fleeting opportunities are to act in alignment with purpose. Hesitation diminishes potential. Responsiveness opens doors to clarity, transformation, and fulfillment. Acting on the call requires courage and trust, an inner surrender to guidance that is real yet unseen. Recognition is not passive. It is an intentional, conscious act that allows the unseen to operate through thought, choice, and action. Even small acknowledgements carry weight, rippling through life to shape outcomes and reveal new perspectives. The chosen learn that their readiness to hear and act is the measure of alignment, allowing guidance to flow through their decisions with profound effect, turning ordinary moments into opportunities for awakening. Time in these moments is both urgent and expansive. The 10-second call symbolizes the urgency of life's fleeting opportunities, urging clarity and responsiveness. Every second holds potential for awareness, insight, and engagement. These moments strip away distraction and fear, revealing what truly matters. To respond fully requires listening, discernment, and the courage to act immediately. Life's most significant guidance often arrives in subtle, brief windows that demand attention. Awareness itself becomes sacred when it allows a person to act on intuition and align with unseen forces. The brevity of the moment emphasizes its significance, showing that attentiveness, clarity, and presence are essential to fulfilling personal purpose. Recognizing the call transforms ordinary choices into acts of meaning and allows life to flow in harmony with the profound currents guiding existence. Divine guidance is intimate and expansive, gentle yet insistent, always inviting rather than imposing. It whispers, nudges, and awakens, asking only for recognition and response. Those who heed the call engage life fully, embracing presence, clarity, and readiness. The 10-second moment is a symbol of opportunity, urgency, and sacred attention. Responding requires trust, attentiveness, and courage to act on inner knowing. Heeding the call reveals pathways to clarity, purpose, and transformation, reminding the soul that each acknowledgement, each deliberate action becomes a doorway to awakening and alignment with the unseen forces shaping existence. Ultimately, these moments are reminders that life is not random, that every choice matters, and that unseen guidance is always available for those who are ready to listen. The chosen ones understand that alignment with this guidance does not require extraordinary power or ability, only attentiveness, openness, and courage. Every recognition of the call is a step toward transformation, where ordinary life merges with extraordinary purpose. In embracing the urgency, the clarity, and the guidance offered, the chosen allow their lives to reflect a harmony that transcends circumstance, illustrating that attention, intention, and action are the keys to fulfilling the potential embedded in every moment. Life becomes a conscious journey where every response to the unseen leads to awakening, purpose, and profound connection with the forces guiding existence. Life presents moments that feel suspended beyond ordinary time when an unseen presence reaches toward you, urging attention. This presence is not visible, yet it resonates deeply within, stirring awareness and awakening the heart. It calls with quiet insistence, highlighting that choices, thoughts, and actions carry significance beyond immediate perception. These moments are invitations to recognize that life is threaded with extraordinary potential, and that what appears ordinary may hold doors to transformation. When it feels as if only a brief instant remains, the urgency is symbolic, reminding us that attention and alignment are required now. Every breath, every heartbeat becomes a channel for the message, offering clarity and a chance to engage consciously with forces shaping existence. Ignoring the call risks bypassing opportunities uniquely tailored to one's purpose. Responding requires presence, courage, and trust in the unseen, allowing ordinary life to transform into acts of significance and every small acknowledgement to ripple outward with lasting impact. The call is patient yet insistent, urging focus and engagement, and reminding the soul that alignment with deeper currents is always within reach, but must be recognized in time. The chosen ones are distinguished not by recognition or worldly status, but by a deep internal resonance that perceives subtle guidance. They feel flashes of insight, gentle nudges, and moments of intuition arriving in dreams, encounters, or quiet reflection. These signals are persistent, demanding attention when the spirit is ready to hear. The idea of 10 seconds remaining is not literal, but a symbolic reminder of how fleeting the windows of opportunity are to act in alignment with purpose. Hesitation diminishes potential, while responsiveness opens doors to clarity, transformation, and fulfillment. Acting on the call requires courage and trust, an inner surrender to guidance that is unseen yet real. Recognition is not passive, it is intentional, allowing unseen forces to operate through thought, choice, and action. Even small acknowledgements carry weight, shaping outcomes and opening new perspectives. Readiness to hear and act becomes the measure of alignment, turning ordinary moments into opportunities for awakening. Time in these moments is both urgent and expansive. The 10-second call symbolizes the urgency of fleeting opportunities, urging clarity, focus, and responsiveness. Every second holds potential for awareness, insight, and engagement. These moments strip away distraction and fear, revealing what truly matters. To respond fully requires listening, discernment, and courage to act immediately. Life's most important guidance often arrives in subtle, brief windows demanding attention. Awareness itself becomes sacred when it allows action on intuition and alignment with unseen forces. The brevity emphasizes significance, showing that attentiveness, clarity, and presence are essential to fulfilling personal purpose. Recognizing the call transforms ordinary choices into meaningful acts, allowing life to flow in harmony with the profound currents guiding existence. Divine guidance is intimate yet expansive, gentle yet insistent, always inviting rather than imposing. It whispers, nudges, and awakens, seeking recognition and response. Those who heed the call engage fully, embracing presence, clarity, and readiness. The 10-second moment is a symbol of opportunity, urgency, and sacred attention. Responding requires trust, attentiveness, and courage to act on inner knowing. Heeding the call reveals pathways to clarity, purpose, and transformation, reminding the soul that each acknowledgement and deliberate act becomes a doorway to awakening and alignment with the unseen forces shaping existence. Every moment is an opportunity to align with the flow of life, to recognize unseen guidance, and to act with clarity and intention. The chosen understand that alignment does not demand extraordinary ability, but attentiveness, openness, and courage. Every acknowledgement of the call is a step toward transformation, turning ordinary life into purposeful experience. The urgency, clarity, and guidance offered allow the chosen to reflect harmony that transcends circumstance, showing that attention, intention, and action are keys to fulfilling the potential embedded in every moment. Life becomes a conscious journey where each response to the unseen leads to awakening, purpose, and profound connection with the forces guiding existence. Finally, the journey of the chosen is one of awareness, courage, and action. It is a reminder that life is never random, that every choice matters, and that unseen guidance is always available for those willing to listen. Alignment requires presence, focus, and trust in intuition. The 10 seconds are not just a number. They are a reminder that moments are fleeting, opportunities are precious, and awareness is sacred. Those who respond fully experience clarity, purpose, and transformation. By embracing the call, the chosen step into a life of meaning, where ordinary moments merge with extraordinary purpose, and the unseen forces shaping existence become active partners in guiding, protecting, and awakening the soul to its highest potential. Life sometimes presents moments that feel suspended outside of ordinary time, when an unseen presence reaches toward you with gentle insistence. This presence does not speak in words, yet it resonates in the heart and stirs the mind, drawing attention to what is truly important. It highlights that choices, thoughts, and actions carry significance beyond immediate perception. These moments invite recognition that life is threaded with extraordinary potential, and that what appears ordinary can hold doors to transformation. When it feels as though only a brief instant remains, the urgency is symbolic, reminding us that awareness and alignment are required now. Every breath, every heartbeat becomes a channel for this message, offering clarity, insight, and a chance to engage consciously with the forces shaping existence. Ignoring the call risks bypassing opportunities uniquely suited to one's purpose. Responding requires presence, courage, and trust in the unseen, allowing the ordinary to transform into acts of lasting significance. The call is patient yet insistent, urging focus and engagement, reminding the soul that alignment with deeper currents is always within reach but must be recognized in time. The chosen ones are distinguished not by recognition or worldly status, but by a deep internal resonance that perceives subtle guidance. They feel flashes of insight, gentle nudges, and moments of intuition arriving in dreams, encounters, or quiet reflection. These signals are persistent, calling for attention when the spirit is ready to hear. The idea of 10 seconds remaining is not literal, but symbolic of how